For our next session, Pushing the Entertainment Quotient, we have Mr. Lennard Francois Otto, Managing Director, Global Leisure Entertainment. He has over 15 years of experience in management, including resorts, outdoor and indoor water parks, beachfront developments, theme parks, ski slopes, and adventure facilities. Lennard also holds 3 separate board of director roles across Europe, Middle East and North Africa and Asia, and advises multiple companies across the region. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mr. Otto. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for the kind introduction. As she said, my name is Lennard Otto. I am the Managing Director for a leisure and entertainment consultancy firm called Global Leisure and Entertainment. I'll tell you a little bit more about what we do, but I know this is getting towards the last sessions of the day. It's been a fantastic 2 days conference. I'm sure everyone's energy levels is going down. That's why they bring the entertainment factor towards the last part of the show. So we'll try and keep it as engaging and fun as possible, while sharing a little bit of insights of what's happening globally in the leisure and entertainment space, and more importantly, how that can support your hospitality industry and hotels in general. So Global Leisure and Entertainment specializes in pure leisure entertainment consultancy linked to hotel developments, shopping mall developments, and real estate projects, specifically focused in Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. We have a large footprint developing assets for both government and private organizations, and really helping them understand the value that leisure and entertainment could bring to the market, and ultimately how you could commercialize bringing in those assets into your ventures. But before I can talk about the future of entertainment, we have to go back and past just a little bit so I can share with you what has happened in the leisure and entertainment industry over the last 20 years and where it is going. If we take back the industry 20 years ago, as you can see on the screen, I'm sure each one of you at some stage got onto one of these very scary attractions and hoped and prayed that you actually made it out alive. The leisure and entertainment industry 20 years ago was very nasal. Safety was not really an important factor back then, and it really provided no additional content or benefit for any hotel developer, real estate developer, or shopping mall developer. It's been largely fun fairs, standing on its own, a lot of lights, no real theme to it, and no real entertainment value. But that has changed. In the last 20 years, leisure and entertainment has really grown, and it's become one of the fastest growing industries in the world, integrating directly into any new real estate ventures, into your hotel properties, and into shopping mall developments. The assets are getting bigger, they're getting more exciting, they are becoming a more important focal point in each one of those segments. Leisure and entertainment really is becoming a decision-making factor when consumers are looking where they want to spend their money, where they want to spend their time, and which venues they ultimately want to visit. Leisure and entertainment also has become a lot safer, a lot more experiential. Technology is really driving those assets, and creating destinations around leisure and entertainment has really become towards the forefront. If you can see on the screen, there has been a massive evolution in only 20 years. Now, where it's going, what is most important and what the outcome of today's discussion would be around is leisure and entertainment no longer will just be a side product of any asset that you might own, real estate or shopping malls, but it's going to become the reason people travel. It's going to become the reason people pick a certain destination. Leisure and entertainment now is taking over the retail space. It is starting to become a mandate element in any resort development that you look at. And real estate has realized the same, allowing more space for leisure and entertainment to take hold. If you look out on the screen, these are some of the projects that's happening in only the next 5 to 7 years, where you have shopping malls dedicating 80% of their gross leasable space purely for entertainment. You have resorts being built around entertainment, not entertainment around resorts. The shift is there, and the consumer is demanding more. And that's what we want to discuss today, and how we can give them more for these destinations. It's getting bigger, it's getting bolder, and it's getting more exciting. Now, what covers in leisure and entertainment is sometimes a very vast understanding, and people sometimes ask, is it just because we have some recreational facility, does that cover leisure and entertainment? No. Leisure and entertainment has a wide spectrum, if not one of the widest sectors when we look at the various streams of opportunities. We have aquariums. We have edutainment facilities, similar to those you find in Kidzania. We have kids clubs, which we're going to talk about a little bit later today, and how that could potentially benefit your hotel development. Indoor theme parks and indoor water parks, something completely new. 10 years ago, this was unheard of, that you could put an entire theme park or water park indoors. But what it has done is it's brought these attractions to locations in countries that could never have it because of bad weather conditions, or eliminate the impact of cost when we look at seasonality. Museums and historic sites is no longer just basic venues that you can visit. Technology is integrated, the experience is integrated, and the hotel element can naturally fit within that. Outdoor theme parks, outdoor water parks. We're going to talk a little bit about dinner shows in a little while. Dinner shows, again, there's a big change in the food and beverage industry where consumers don't just want to dine for good food, they want to be dined to entertain while having good food. Lastly, retailtainment, ski resorts, snow parks, adventure parks, and zoos and safaris consolidates what we view as the entertainment and leisure district today. And this is expanding and growing as new technology comes to light, with VR and AR really driving the forefront of leisure and entertainment. Now, how does it benefit you? We're going to look at the three main segments, real estate, hotels, and shopping malls. But I want to start on the hotel front. Hotels are just as fast-growing sector, really, as leisure and entertainment, with more and more hotels coming into the market, more and more brands coming into the market. The hotels are getting more expansive, more creative, more lifestyle-driven. But hotels have been on the forefront, driving some elements of entertainment, introducing a lot of recreational facilities, creating chef-centric food and beverage concepts, and really trying to add that destination element. But it's not enough, because the market is growing much faster than that. You need to start looking at entertainment in a much bigger light when you look at your hotel developments, not only for renovation purposes, but also for future plans, because the consumer is going to pick hotels eventually based on the entertainment factor and offering that will be available for them, specifically for the leisure tourists. How do you commercialize that, and what's the opportunity? You can drive higher occupancy rates. We've done multiple case studies in multiple countries where resorts that have a larger entertainment factor has a higher occupancy rates. They can also increase their ADR, naturally, because you're offering those additional activities, and you're also increasing your resort spending, which ultimately drives your P&L at the end of the day. Resort spending has increased because there's no reason for your guests to leave your resort anymore. If we look at the Atlantis on the Palm, although that is a much larger example, the guest never leaves Atlantis. Once they're there, they stay for 5 to 6 days, and they leave. And they've spent all of their time and money and effort in that resort and destination. And that's really what the future would be, and that is how we would commercialize it in a hotel setting. Real estate has really followed the same principle. So for those of you that are also into hotel apartments, that is interconnected with real estate ventures, it's not just about building as many apartments on a piece of land anymore, but it's how to best utilize the land to create a destination within a real estate venture. Real estate developers now are allocating more land than ever to have recreational and leisure and entertainment facilities. There is developments that's offering free water parks, free ice skating facilities, petting zoos, horse riding tracks, public parks, cricket stadiums, all inclusive and for free within a real estate development. And the way they are allocating the resources is by increasing the value of what they sell the property out by providing these additional services. So there's a natural way of, and those properties are selling out faster than they've ever done. They are generating more money on the average per square foot rate. And there's a natural cost reduction because they don't have to invest so much in the real estate itself. Lastly, when we look at the shopping mall elements, they have always been a driver when it comes to real estate and leisure and entertainment. They've allocated on average about 10% of their total GLA towards leisure and entertainment, but it's always been traditional. It's always been a cinema with a food court and some basic F&B. But in the last 5 years, you've seen a shift where almost 30% of the GLA today is being dedicated towards entertainment. Now they have family entertainment centers. They have arcades facilities. They have indoor golf. They have indoor ski slopes, indoor water parks, indoor theme parks. So the mall has also realized that entertainment is a driving factor to people's decision-making when it comes to that. But that market is growing even more. We've seen in the United States that almost 50% of a shopping mall's GLA is going to entertainment now. In Saudi Arabia, they've just announced a revolutionary project that 80% of a shopping mall's space will be allocated to leisure and entertainment. And they will be building 22 of these shopping malls. How do they commercialize it? The exact same way. They increase the rate that the retailers are paying by offering the entertainment. They're increasing the appeal because they're offering family-based entertainment services. And they have a competitive edge over anyone else while driving footfall, ultimately making the model successful. Now, how does it translate to hotels? We see three main factors when we look at the hotel industry and where we can really drive the leisure and entertainment components and what we've seen happen in a lot of the other markets. The one I want to spend the most amount of time on is kids clubs. For those of you that have kids, I'm sure at some stage in your life you have picked a hotel based on the services that was offered for kids. And today, I have two daughters of myself. I pick hotels based on where ultimately my kids will be entertained the most. The hotel industry has always had kids clubs, but have they ever really focused on kids club is the big question. There is an inconsistency when you visit any hotel development from one to the other on the quality of the kids club and the size, the scale, the brand, the integrity of what's being created. Because the focus really is always on the rooms, the lobby, the F&B, that experience. Why should the kids club not have the same focus? Why should hotel operators not create an iconic kids club for their brand that becomes an instrumental and focal part of their hotel ventures, specifically those hotels linked around family stays? What we've been doing over the last few years is looking at how to create the ultimate kids club and what the value of an ultimate kids club would be, and how we could also potentially create different size concepts that could integrate into any hotel development. Depending on the number of keys, we would scale them accordingly. But any family that walks into that branded hotel will know that there's a kids club of a certain stature and quality that their family could enjoy. And that could drive the decision-making authority. On the screen, you will see 3 examples of an outdoor water play area that could fit into a hotel that has 3 distinct sizes but has the same essence. We've also looked at the same thing from an indoor standpoint and how we could ultimately create an indoor-outdoor concept that is fully integrated so you have a kids club that can really cater to the entire family. These sizes could range anywhere from 2,000 square meters up to 6,000 square meters. But what it would do is create that interactive hub that a family would want to come and experience. And you can really integrate your hotel brand into that kids club concept. The second element is large formats. Now, not everyone has resorts of a significant size and scale that would warrant that. And we would say any large format entertainment and leisure venture should come with at least 3 parameters. There should be a minimum of 1,000 hotel keys that will be on the resort itself. You should have at least a separate paid entrance that you can additionally commercialize that asset. And number 3, you should have a hotel cluster of 2,000 plus keys to really make the venture worthwhile when you put that amount of capex into an asset. But what that leisure and entertainment facility can bring to you is substantial. It can drive your room rate, if not double it, compared to any other resorts in the area. It becomes a financial model on its own that can return its investment. And we see more and more larger hotels, specifically in the Middle East, driving that leisure and entertainment component and creating larger and larger assets and actually expanding the ones that they've already invested in. I'm almost at the end, so I'll try and sum it up shortly. But experiential dining is also something that's moving away from just F&B and actually becoming a part of leisure and entertainment. Hotels have been traditional in its F&B approach, where they've taken a lot of chef-centric approach. Pick a top-tier Michelin star chef, that becomes the iconic brand within the hotel. Fine dining is the governing title of those, but the world is moving on from that. Today, we see luxury dining taking shape within any F&B development. Luxury dining, branded dinings, where international brands are coming in and actually taking over the F&B operations within hotels because they know how to ultimately drive the highest commercial returns. People are picking hotels based on F&B experience, but there's obviously additional revenue that you can generate also from having a F&B unit that is internationally recognized and can create that sort of luxury dining space. Live shows, entertainment, performances, artistic impressions. People want to be entertained while dining. They don't want to just eat and leave. And if you want to get them to keep consuming, entertain them while they dine. The final slide before we wrap up would be around beach clubs. And I think the notion of beach club is, I'm in a city, how can I have a beach club? Absolutely. Beach clubs has nothing to do with a beach anymore. It's to do with how to create an experience on the outdoor environment, utilizing your pools, while creating an additional stream of revenue that creates spending from day into night, creating both additional footfall to the hotel for people to want to come and consume, or to have that weekend experience where you have your staycations really driving around the beach clubs. Beach clubs can return its investment in up to 12 months. So the investment is definitely worthwhile when you look at it. Urban beach clubs is a growing trend around the world, and we would absolutely want any hotel operator to explore that into the developments as they move forward. To sum it up, entertainment is here, it's growing, it's diversifying, it's expanding. Do not neglect it, do not forget it in your development process. Work with the experts who knows how to build entertainment and leisure, and ultimately that integration is a natural synergy. Any hotels who's looking into those developments and expanding in that will be successful because the market is going there. I will wrap it up there. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your conference, and it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.